Yeah. All right, we are live on YouTube. Are you all waiting for me to go live? You all waiting for me to go live because can't wait to hear what I'm going to say next. There's some new feature in the YouTube mobile app. A couple of new features. I got to figure out what they are. They keep improving this thing. They keep improving it. That's fantastic. I'll have to figure it out. Hope you're all having a great day. I hope you're all doing well. I'm in a great mood. Donna and I spent some time together earlier today. We're going to spend some more time together later tonight. In between, I've been handling some YouTube business stuff and some other stuff, regarding finances for Don and I and my family and all that. So it's been a very productive day, and it's been a very happy day in my life personally. Out here on YouTube, it's been utter fucking chaos. Let me repeat that one more time. It's been utter fucking chaos. And it's just really sad. Hey, Patty, how you doing? Grotesque Subhuman 3. Hi, Patty. Hello, Eli and chat. Hope everyone is having a great evening. Grotesque. Yeah, Randy Taylor is somebody that I've known for a while. I used to network with him in the real world. He's from the greater Sacramento area here in Northern California. He was a lot older than me back then. He's got to be in his 80s now. I mean, Randy Taylor is getting up to maybe in his 70s or late 70s, early 80s. But he's a good guy. And yeah, I mean, you never know. You never know what happens. I think there was a time and place. There's a time and place to network with people, and sometimes things just, fizzle out, and they're not meant to be, rekindled. I got no problems with any people from the past or anything. It's just that sometimes things run their course. Same thing with dating, relationships, and even sometimes marriage. Sometimes relationships just run their course, and they weren't meant to go any further. Shit happens. You have to understand that. Unless something is truly meant to be, it's not going to go anywhere. Even if you've been with someone for 5 years, if that's all it was meant to be, then that's all it was meant to be. Now, I'm not here to preach my beliefs on anyone. I believe in God, and I'm not going to force those beliefs upon you, but I know most people believe in God. I put what's meant to be in the hands of God. And if you believe in God, you should be putting whatever's meant to be in the hands of God and trusting that God will protect you and take care of you. You still have to do your part. No, Eli. I don't want to lose Vegan Dolls. She's my best friend. I don't want it to run any course. I want her to be my forever friend. All right, dude. Thank you for a good laugh. Again, some things are just not meant to be. Some things run their course, and that's it. If something is meant to be, then something is just meant to be. Hey, Cynthia, how you doing? Cynthia says, I absolutely believe in God, period. God bless you, Cynthia. God bless you and your family. And thank you for being there earlier today, this morning, on the live stream, on the other channel, the main channel, Coach Eli, Elias, Melas. If you missed my live stream from earlier, you're going to want to check it out. I felt it was a pretty good show. Hey, Goth Influencer, how you doing? Welcome to the show. There are a lot of people that are super triggered at me right now. And there are going to be even more people that continue to be super triggered. Someone right now is botting me, and they're botting me because they're super triggered because they don't like the things I say. More so, they can't handle the truth. You see, the truth of the matter is, whether you love me or hate me or you're in the middle, it doesn't fucking matter. What matters is this, is the truth hurts. Everyone knows the truth hurts, right? So you don't have to like me to understand that the truth hurts. And when someone like me calls you out on the truth and you react and get super triggered, in essence, what you're doing is admitting that I'm right. And you can't handle that. Eli, you trigger so many, they are obsessed with you, right? And I'm going to continue to trigger them all. If they want to keep on harassing me and trying to stop me from helping people truly, I'm going to continue to call them out. I'm going to continue to use them as life coaching examples, whether they like it or not, and they're going to continue to get super triggered. That's the bottom line. Cortez Subhuman 3. Yeah, I don't know what to say about Dana, to be honest with you. Walter, okay. Well, if you're a real person here, yeah, you know, I'm disgusted with Roy too. We're going to talk about that here in a little bit. There's a lot more to come, and it's getting late here. And I'm going to need to do I'm going to do 2 laps, but I might do a 3rd lap in the dark. It'll probably get dark on my 2nd lap because there's a lot to talk about. But yeah, a lot of people that truly supported Roy are severely disgusted with his reaction video to, or reaction stream to my stream. I didn't attack Roy. I was never attacking Roy, right? But I'll share with you folks more about what's going on. There are a lot of people, my trolls, my haters, other creators that incite and antagonize people to go to other channels I try to participate with, like Roy's, and flood their chat. They're the ones that are instigating this because they want the Coach Eli drama to continue so they can leverage it as content and for donations through their audience. So a lot of it has to do with just 2 or 3 people from my side of things that have known me for a while that just intentionally keep the Coach Eli drama going by inciting the Coach Eli haters to go wherever I go. Or go wherever I try to collaborate with someone like Roy. They flooded Roy's chat today. It's the same thing they've been doing because that's their content. And quite frankly, I think they actually are fans. I think they actually love my content because I'm direct, I'm honest, I'm to the point. And I trigger so many people that can't handle the truth. They love covering me. That's the truth of the matter. Let's be fucking real about it, okay? I didn't know Roy was migged out. Oh, Roy is red pill raging big time. Roy, I didn't know he was married. I guess he was married and maybe he got divorce raped. So in essence, what he's doing is he's red pill raging like a lot of other MGTOW men going their own way, manosphere men used to do 6+ years ago when I first came out here doing this full-time on YouTube, and I was involved with that community. A lot of these men attacked me because I'm a good dude that still believes in relationships, and I had a relationship with someone named Dana back then, and I've always had a relationship, and I've never had a problem getting a woman. You know why, Roy? Because I'm able to let the past shit go. I'm able to accept responsibilities of my actions, because the truth of the matter is I've made lots of mistakes in every relationship. I've made lots of mistakes in every relationship. Every man has. And you can't sit here and tell me that you were perfect in your marriage, Roy, because the reason why you probably got divorced is because you didn't realize you weren't doing your part. And until you can accept responsibility of your actions, Roy, and understand that maybe your wife left you because of some things you did, it's never gonna work for you. You're just gonna be one angry and bitter and insecure and immature man-child on YouTube, whining and complaining like the rest of the MGTOW manosphere men in the same position. It's pathetic, man. And I'll share more about it, because I did skim through a little bit of his show. I didn't hear the whole thing. I heard some things. He was trash talking my mother, my estate. You know, it was such a jealous rage. It was just, wow. I couldn't believe my eyes. Like, honestly, I'm just one decent dude that just wants to make people happy and live life. And this dude is triggered and saying the same shit my trolls and haters have been saying for years. Wow. Eli is very loyal to Dawn. Of course I am. I believe loyalty is very rare, and even Vegan Dolls believes I betrayed her and wanted me to apologize, but I never did because I was resolutely loyal to her. Okay. Yes, I like that you are very committed to Dawn. That is quite admirable. Dana can admit when she is wrong. She's a good lady. So, Roy is jealous of Eli. I don't know if I'd go as far and say he's jealous of me. He's not. I don't think he's jealous. I think he's red pill raging. I think he's pissed off about his marriage. I don't know how long ago he got divorced. Could have been many years ago. Does anyone know how long ago Roy got divorced? And was he like the breadwinner, and did his ex-wife, take half his assets? That's just the way it works. That's called community property. Now I realize why he did a stream. Are men or women the problem? You know, you're showing your cards in real time. Roy, you're showing your cards in real time. It doesn't matter how much you trash talk me, trash talk my family, trash talk my estate. It doesn't matter what you say. The more you do that, the more you show your cards to your actual supporters, your actual true supporters, not my haters that are going to temporarily follow you for a little while until they find the next drama situation that they're more invested in. They did the same thing to Pedro and Hannibal. They no longer support that show. That show gets 50 views for a 1 or 2 hour show now. Before, when they were over there, my haters were over there and trash talking me, they'd get 1,000 views, right? Right? Same thing's going to happen to you, Roy. You're just a patsy for right now. You don't even realize it. You don't even realize these people don't give a shit about you. They don't. They're going to try to make it appear like that because they want to block us from connecting. The truth of the matter is I'm no longer interested. I know you never were, but now I wouldn't even be interested if you wanted to talk. Now, actually, Roy wanted to talk. I heard part of that. Roy wanted me to come on his stream and talk in front of my haters. Are you kidding me? I'm not going to give you that. I'm not going to give them that. I'm not as stupid as you think I am, Roy, or anyone else. I'm not stupid. I've been doing this for 6 years. I'm going to wait a second here. Someone's massively triggered right now because now they're botting me with 500 views. How triggered are you, sir or ma'am? Do I trigger you so badly to the point of where you got to spend your hard-earned money to bot me? You are purely pathetic. Obsessive, raging fans. Thunder with the $2 super chat. All good. Thank you for the super chat, brother. Thank you for the super chat. Yes, Eli's very loyal to Don. That is a good quality. In regards to what you were saying about Dana, I have not followed her content in a while. I don't know. Maybe I'll look back into her at some point. I got too many things going on right now. But if what you're saying is true, if what you're saying is true, then good for her. That's something I said led her to realize something she was struggling with and she ended up working through. That's all it boils down to. I'm not looking for a pat on the back. I'm not looking for anything. I just want to help people resolve their issues and enjoy their life. That's all this boils down to. That's all this boils down to. Never had any problems with you, Dana, but you came at me. You came at me because I decided to make peace with someone that you don't want to make peace with. I get that. It's your choice. Right? You choose for you, I choose for me. We all choose for ourselves. Yeah, people can share their opinions and offer advice. That doesn't mean we have to take it. You can't force advice on people, right? Or you can't force people to do things because it's within your agenda to not like someone. You can't force them to not like someone that you don't like. That's the dumbest shit I've ever seen out here on YouTube. Like, people try to pin and pitch you against each other because it's like they want to be the king or queen of YouTube, and they feel in order to dominate that, they have to, like, get you to hate people they hate and only like people that they like. What are we, 2 years old? What is this, like kindergarten, nursery school? I mean, I can't believe what some people will do out here for traction. How low they'll go. How childish they'll act. You know? And I'll keep calling out your stupidity because that's what it is. And apparently, that's all you folks think you're worth, is doing childish, stupid shit on YouTube for traction because you can't create real content. You have no critical thought. You can't do what I do. And I'm not saying I'm all that, but at least I have real content and I talk about things in the way they are. And I don't sit there and spin things way out of context. I share it at face fucking value. Cortez says, well, Dana said in previous streams, you probably didn't see them, Eli, that anyone who collaborates with Tammy is our enemy. Well, okay, then I guess I'm an enemy of Dana. Great. I don't consider myself an enemy. I don't want to be enemies with Dana or anyone, so I don't consider her an enemy. If she considers me one, that's her choice. Right? Cool. Then, again, like I said, we've parted ways. It's all good. If you want to use my name to try to get traction and say, oh, I agree with one thing Eli said about my ex-husband, cool. Okay, great. There's nothing left to say. Sometimes you just got to let things go. Sometimes things just run their course, right? That's all. That's it. Not a big deal. The topic of today's show, of episode number 695, 5 more shows until the big 700. The topic of the show is, if you let people show their cards, they will. One more time, if you let people show their cards, they will. If there's one thing I've learned in life, and this is, I learned this playing poker from my younger days, because you know, when you're playing like 7-card stud, you know, and stuff like that, half of being a great card player is being able to read someone's bluff or read when they actually have a good hand. A good quality that I've acquired is learning to read people's bluff or bluffs, right? So if you're bluffing, I'm going to catch on to that and I'm going to call you the fuck out. I am. Right? I'm good at that, right? So, in essence, when you're dealing with people, whether it's online, like on YouTube, other social media sites, or in the real world, and you kind of sense that they're a little bit off, or they're a little bit angry, or bitter, or jaded, right? And you know if you jump into a conversation with them and try to help them out, they're going to attack you. Let them go first. Let them show you their cards. Sit back and just watch and listen. Let them show you their cards. And after they show you their cards, call their bullshit. Because I'll tell you this. The best thing I've ever done, I play stupid. I play stupid on purpose. So that way people can try to play games on me thinking they're going to pull a fast one on me. So I sit back, I watch, I play dumb, like a deer in headlights. And when they pull their stupid shit on me, then I call them out. And then they're like, oh shit, he knew all along. Yep, I knew all along. I always know all along because I've acquired those skills. I've acquired those life skills. I'm able to pick up on things that most people aren't able to pick up on. I'm able to get a good read on people. This has helped me in all aspects of life, personally and professionally. In the dating world, guys, you got to learn how to read when a woman is actually interested or she's just trying to be nice to let you down easy. Right? And we'll talk more about that another time. I've talked about those things before. We'll talk about them again. All right? Outspoken, good evening, Eli. I hope the weekend is treating you well. Yeah, it's going well, man. A lot of drama, a lot of stupid shit going on with guys like Real Talk with Roy and my haters and all that. It's just been, it's more comical than anything, right? I'm not upset, I'm not triggered, but they're all triggered. It's funny how triggered all these people are. They're all triggered. Roy is super triggered. There's a lot more to say about Roy. We'll get back to that in a second. You're a very rare person. If you are able to read patterns, that is what makes a good life. That's what I do. Why do you think these people are triggered, Grotesque? These people are triggered because what I say is the truth. Do you think people would waste their time making 2-hour streams on me, one after the other, if what I was saying wasn't the truth? Do you think people would waste their time on me if what I said didn't crawl under their skin, and bothered them because it was the truth? Only the truth will bother people. Do you guys agree? Put a 1 in the chat if the truth and only the truth bothers people. When you call people out on the truth, that's what triggers them. If you agree, put a 1 in the chat. Yeah, Grotesque 1. The truth bothers people, right? They can't handle the truth. And the only way to truly help people is to tell them the truth, just like I did with Roy. AZ Prod 1. Grotesque 1. Thank you for being here as well, AZ Prod. And thank you for the great conversation through the comment section earlier this morning, man. God bless you, man. It is cold. It's like 50 degrees right now. I got my spider gloves on. Yeah. That's a nice night, but it is a little chilly. The truth should set them free. Well, it should, but the truth actually triggers them to go on YouTube live stream panels for hours on end, day after day, and trash talk the people that are truly trying to help them because they're triggered that they got called out on the truth. And it's not even about calling them out on the truth. It's about trying to help them work through their shit by getting them to realize what the truth is that's preventing them from being truly happy, right? So let people show you their cards. Sit back, be patient, get a good read on them, and once they show you all their cards, then you flip it on them. Then you flip it on them. Wow, 600 live view bots. To the person that botted me, you're super triggered. If you think the person that's botting me with 600 live view bots that'll be removed by YouTube on the replay, put a 1 in the chat. If you think they're super triggered, super immature, super insecure, mentally and emotionally unstable, got too much time on their hands, they're miserably married or in a miserable relationship, they're just messed up all around to the point of where, give me a second. They're a grown-ass adult that's behaving like a 2-year-old because this man here in the San Francisco Bay Area triggers you because you don't like what I say. You don't fucking like what I say because you're a miserable mofo. That's all. That's the truth of the matter. It's so comical, right? Cynthia 1, AZ Prod 1, Patty 1, Grotesque, I don't know anything about bots. Well, dude, do you think I really have 622 people here right now with 3 or 4 of you chatting? Let's just be real about it, okay? Let's just be real about this, all right? So let people show you their cards, okay? Now, I'm going to also talk again a little bit about Real Talk Christina. And I hope, Christina, you've been at least skimming through some of my content. There's been a lot of it. Because if we're going to do a show together, you really need to hear everything I'm going to say. And I'll sum it up here on my latest stream. So if you just watch this part here, then you'll know what's going on, right? So Real Talk Christina is somebody, I guess, has been a part of Roy's community for, I guess, a few months now or so, or a month and a half. And no disrespect, I wouldn't be surprised if they're talking behind the scenes. And Christina, no disrespect, you've put yourself out there publicly. I have nothing bad to say about you. I actually respect how calm and cool and collected you are. And you're very good at expressing your opinions, and you're entitled to them, just like I'm entitled to mine. And I'm not here to trash talk you or your husband. I'm making it very clear, but you publicly stated some things about your husband, that he plays video games, you know, for many hours every night after he comes home from work. And I'm not here to trash talk him or trash talk you, but I'm one that looks at patterns, and I'm one that reads patterns. And I'm just going to say this. Yes, I do want to do a show with you. I'm going to explain how it's going to go here in a second. And if you agree with it, that's cool. If not, no worries, no harm, no foul, right? But here's the thing. Christina, you come onto Roy's show. You're cool, calm, and collected. And you're trying to help him out. And I admire that. At the same time, you're sharing tidbits about your marriage. And to me, it kind of sounds like you're not happy with what your husband's doing. And you've probably lost that love and feeling, or you've lost some respect for him. And you feel like, you know, things are going south. Right? And this is why I'm thinking that, because if you're saying he's playing video games after working 8 hours, maybe 9 hours with a 1 hour lunch, and then he's playing video games for 4 hours when he comes home, spends no time with you or the family. Maybe he's playing video games with the kids, but he still needs to spend time with you, his wife. He's neglecting you, right? He's neglecting you. So, because I'm assuming he's neglecting you, because I'm just taking what you said and highly assuming that's what's happening, right? Because if he's playing video games for many hours after working his job, you said he works 45 hours a week. No, that's probably 9 hours a day, right? Richard T, welcome. We'll get to you in a bit. So he's coming home and then playing video games until he goes to bed and does the same thing. The next day goes to work, comes home, maybe eats dinner, and then plays video games and then neglects you. So what do you do? So what do you do? Christina, what do you do? You come out here on YouTube and you look for an outlet to express yourself. No problem. You start a channel to express yourself. Then you come across Roy. I don't know if you were driving for Uber or DoorDash. I don't know how you met Roy and met these people, right? If we end up doing our show, I'll ask you those questions. But somehow you connected with some people and you started creating some content and you started hopping on live stream panels. You were on Roy's panel for over 4 hours the other day. And then a few days later, I think it was like yesterday, you did like a 6.5 hour stream on your channel. I'm not trying to bash you. I'm being honest with you. I think the reason why you're spending so much time on YouTube live streams talking about this stuff is because your husband is neglecting you. Okay? I'm not saying that to attack you or attack him or to be mean. I'm just stating the obvious. Do you folks understand? Put a 1 in the chat and let me know your thoughts if what I'm saying is making logical sense. Because I know when you hear this, Christina, you're going to be like, damn, this Eli guy that gets trash talked by a bunch of scumbag degenerates is pretty intuitive and knows what the fuck is going on. And that's all that matters. AZ Prot says 1. I think you're a good woman that just married the wrong man. Because it sounds like he's given up. Or he's just not into doing what he did when you were dating now that you're married. He has stopped dating and courting you. He stopped taking you out. He stopped probably romance with you, right? Christina, the more time you spend on live stream panels on YouTube, these drama panels, these drama shit show panels, right? The more time you spend on those or run those, I'm not trying to be critical, I'm stating the facts. The more it shows me that there's something lacking in your household and you're trying to fill the void, right? You guys agree with that? Does that make me a jerk? Does that make me an asshole? Does that make me a bad person for identifying a situation and trying to help someone? I never knew she was big piggy. I don't think I heard Christina talk. Okay, well, go back and watch Roy's live stream a couple nights ago. Are men or women the problem? Joe Shipley's a real person, Cynthia. Yeah, that was probably a mistake. Joe Shipley's been around for a while. He's a good dude. Just letting you know. No big deal. No worries. You probably accidentally deleted that message. Not a big deal. Auto exposure. Low light compensation is kicking in. Soon it'll get darker and it won't matter. The iPhone cannot compensate for low light when there's zero light. When there's low light, it can do what it's doing now. It still looks okay, but when there's no light, how can you compensate for low light when there's no light? That's why they call it low light compensation. Ooh, food for thought, right? all of these people that go on these live stream panels every day for hours on end are internally struggling with something, emotionally, mentally, or both. And they're using YouTube as an outlet, like a therapy outlet. That's all this boils down to. Now, with that being said, I think you're much better than all of this, Christina. I think you're a good woman that has great morals, values, and ethics. And you've, probably been raised by two great parents. And you just want to live a happy life, right? And I can see that, right? And guessing, again, I'm just guessing. I'm not trying to talk smack. I'm just talking regarding what I feel is happening in this situation based on my intuition. I'm guessing that you're unhappily married. I don't think you would come out and publicly say anything about your husband in a negative way if there wasn't already trouble in paradise. So to you, Robert Reese, that wanted to talk about me today on your show and say that how can a life coach give married couples advice when he's never been married and had no kids? What does that matter, Robert Reese? Did you want to throw my name in the fire because your numbers are a little bit low and you want to leverage my traction, Robert? That's no problem, dude. Let's just call it what it is, right? I was going to say something else, but you would have probably perceived it as racism, so I'm not going to say that, right? There's a certain suit in poker, right? There's a certain pointy suit, and it starts with the letter S. Let's just call an S, right? Okay, I'm not going to say that, even though that's what it is, Robert, because I don't want you saying, Eli's being racist. No. I love everyone. I'm the most diverse mofo on the planet. That's right. Grotesque, you pay. Hey, God bless you, Grotesque. You like that one, huh, dude? You see, look, if you folks are going to fuck with me for 6 years, I'll give it to you better. Okay? That was fantastic. Yeah, I know. Sometimes I humor myself. Yes, Grotesque. Oh, Robert, don't go out pulling up the R card now, Robert. Because I love everyone regardless of their age, race, sex, national origin, and nowadays even sexual orientation. I've been preaching that for years, Robert. So don't sit here and say, Eli's racist, he's discriminatory. Because you got no other comeback besides that, Robert? When people have no other comeback and the truth speaks for itself, all you could do is try to go as low and say, he's a racist. He said the N-word. He trash talks disabled people. Nope, never once did that. What I said was, if a disabled person trash talks me on YouTube, I'm going to call him out. Just because you're disabled doesn't mean you're immune from making mistakes. If you make a mistake, it doesn't matter who the hell you are, disabled or not. I'll call you out. You're a human being. You want to be treated equally, right? So STFU playing the disabled card. Play the disabled card, the race card. All you folks play the D card, the R card, all that. Because you have no response to the truth. And when I call you on the truth, it triggers you. So you have to stoop that low, right? You have to hit below the belt, right? Now, Christina, before I have more to talk about you, Robert, and more to talk about you, Roy. This is the second lap. We're about halfway through the second lap. So we have 1.5 more laps to go, probably another 30 to 35 minutes. So, folks, if you have anything you want to say, get in the chat as soon as possible so I can get to it, all right? So, what do you call it? Christina, right before I went live, I checked my email. You got back to me finally, and you had, I mean, it was earlier today, so you had all the time in the world. I'm not saying I was expecting it sooner. But Christina got back to me and left me her email. I'm going to email you later tonight or tomorrow morning, Christina, from my real email, Coach Eli at coach.eliasmelas.com. You know it's me and not a fake Google email because it's a branded domain name email. That's why, as a business owner, I have a real domain. I have real domain emails. I have Coach Eli at coach.eliasmelas.com, Sanctuary at coach.eliasmelas.com. Sanctuary at coach.eliasmelas.com, Elias Melas at genuinenetworkingassociation.org, Elias Melas at genuinenetworkingassociation.com. I've got domain emails. They're real emails, so you know it's me. I'm not saying you're questioning it. I'm just, putting this out there for everyone, right? And here's the thing. Here's what we're going to do if you're open to it. At least for the first time, Christina. We are not going to go live. We're going to record a pre-recorded interview. I will interview you, and I will help you grow your channel. And if these people think I can't help you grow your channel and I don't have enough real traction, look at your numbers, Christina. You've gone up 15, 20 subs. Of course, 3 of those are mine from 3 different channels. So, and other people through me, whether they're my haters or real people that support me, you're growing through my name. I'm not saying that to say I'm all that. I'm saying that I can help you grow, and I want to help you grow because I feel you deserve to grow. I'm giving it to you straight, and I'm keeping it real. My intentions are to collaborate when possible, and we can both grow exponentially together. And maybe my girlfriend Dawn can join us on some streams in the future if we ever do some shows in the future. But the first show will have to be pre-recorded. Why? Because I'm not going to deal with trolls and haters. And to be honest, I think you're a good person, but I've never talked with you. And I'm not going to go live with someone that I've never talked to before. We'll do a pre-recorded. If something happens, I can edit it or not put it out. That's the way it's going to be, right? Now, the trolls and haters say, oh, Eli, you're a chicken, right? No, all you want to do is attack and troll. And if I take that away from you, it triggers you even more, right? It's actually a fucking smart move. So, you can email me first if you want, or I'll email you later tonight or tomorrow. Coach Eli at coach.eliasmelas.com. And if you want to record this show at some point tomorrow, I can upload it shortly afterwards. I have fiber. I can upload stuff very fast. And probably put it out tomorrow night or Monday morning. Pre-recorded on my other channel, the main channel, Coach Eli, Elias Melas. This is Coach Eli 2 Authentic Live Streams. Just so you know that person I am, Christina, I've had 2 monetized channels on YouTube for many years. This one here has been monetized for over 2 years. My main channel has been monetized 4.5 years. All in good standing. Just want to give you a little context. And again, let me make it very clear. I think you know this, Christina, because I listened to people very carefully. And I heard how calm you were even when Roy was pushing your buttons. I understand that there are some things that I mentioned about your situation and you mentioned, and I want to make it very clear I'm not here to attack you or your husband or anyone. I think you bring a lot of good value to the table, and I think you can truly help people as long as you're working with the right people that are not angry, bitter, and jaded. Now, understand you're friends with Roy. It's all good. Support Roy. Support whoever you want to support. But I think you know deep down inside that Roy is hurting. Roy is going through what's called the red pill rage. He's still very angry and bitter about his divorce. And he's just spazzing out over it all over YouTube. And if that's how, Roy, you want to handle yourself, that's on you, right? But if someone wants to create real content and make a real YouTube channel and make something potentially a real business, you got to work with more professional and more mature and more stable people. I think, Christina, if you start to network with the right people, you have a gift of gab. You're very smart. You know what you're saying. You're a lot like my girlfriend, Dawn. You're very smart. You know what you're saying. You have a soothing voice, and you can help a lot of people, and you can make a lot of money doing it. But I'll tell you this right now. I'm not telling you to not be friends with Roy and those bunch of misfits, degenerates, because that's what they are. What I'm saying is they're not going to get you where I feel you're capable of going. And I think you know that. I think you absolutely know that. Right? So, that's my offer there. We'll start off a show. It's going to be minimum an hour, maximum 2 hours. Maybe 2.5 at the most. We're not going to be doing a 4-hour show. We're not going to be doing a stream. We're going to do a pre-recorded. It'll be around an hour in length to 2 hours max. Probably closer to an hour and a half. And it's going to be basically me interviewing you. And we could talk about, what inspired you to come on YouTube. We can talk about your thoughts about our men and women, the problem. Sorry, our men or women, the problem. You can share a little bit more about who you are and what you have to offer this world through the YouTube platform. This is a great opportunity for the both of us to actually create something great. As long as neither one of us lets trolls and haters get in the way of creating some greatness. I appreciate what you said so far. You said nothing anyone says will change your mind, and I respect that. And I'll be honest, Christina, I thought you were gonna be influenced by Roy and my haters on that stream earlier, where Roy severely just went off on me. And we'll share more about that on the third lap here of my show. But you've kept your word. So far, you've kept your word. And I'll tell you this. I'm not closed off like many of the people on that side, right? On Roy's end and my haters. I'm not closed off. But I am careful. It's not that I don't want to trust people. I have faith in people. When there's no trust, there's faith. And I have faith that this will pan out. But until I get to know you better, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt until you give me a reason to not give you that benefit anymore. And so far, I'm proud of you. Because honestly, I thought after that stream, and you were there, and my haters were trying to tell you about all the past shit that I've done. Yeah, I've said the N-word by mistake a few times. Yeah, I've gone at it with a few disabled people. But I never trash talked disabled people. I basically called out disabled people that were trash talking me. I don't care if you're disabled or not. If you trash talk me, I'll call you out. It doesn't matter who you are or what you're going through. You don't get a free pass trash talking me just because you're disabled. GTFOH. Sit down, STFU, and GTFOH. Bottom line. You don't get a free effing pass. I saw that. They were pulling the same thing they've done for years. Like earlier today, I've known a few people for years that have been doing this to me through many various people I connect. Earlier today, I was being rebroadcast on someone's secondary channel, right? And I was sent a bunch of screenshots of the chat and everything. Like people really are tired of this, and they're just trying to help me. But anyway, apparently the creator and some other people in the creator's chat that was rebroadcasting me, they heard that they saw what was going on with Roy. They went to Roy's channel and found out that Roy was gonna go off on me. So what did they do? They incited their audience to go over there. And then some other guy that I've known for over 6 years, let's just call him Lycan, he went over there, right? And the reason why they did all this is because there are a few creators that, are able to monetize that Coach Eli hate audience. And they can only do that if they keep the Coach Eli drama going. If they let me go and run with this like I'm going to do anyway, then the Coach Eli drama is gone and there's no more donations for them. That's all this boils down to. And that's why, Roy, all those people that are there, that are my trolls and haters, that were incited by a few creators that make money rebroadcasting me, they're not going to be there forever, Roy. You might keep a few of them. Like I saw Tammy on your panel earlier. Roy was doing another show on a topic that, at least at this point, I'm not interested in talking about. And Tammy was on your panel. I've made peace with Tammy, and she's been respectful to me. I've been respectful to her. And that's cool. So you may get a few good people out of it, but I'm telling you, the majority of those people don't give a shit about your content. They only care about when people are trash talking me. And unless you decide to keep trash talking me every day, they're not going to come around in large numbers. I can tell you, your hate stream on me, Roy, will get you far more views than the stream you're doing tonight about transgendered people. No disrespect to that topic. It's an interesting topic. Again, one I'm not interested in talking about right now, but that's not going to get you the traction that trash talking me will get you, because my haters will always show up for that. Day and night, 24/7, 365. Pedro and Hannibal were doing that for a while, and then they got tired of talking about me. And they realized, shit, we can't make our channel talking about Eli, even if it makes us a lot of money. Like, there's no point to it, right? Plus, it becomes harassment after a while, and they risk losing their monetization and getting shut down. So they stopped talking about me, and what happened? Their numbers went down from 1,000 to 50 views. They were getting 800, 1,000 plus views talking about me. And then when they stopped, they're now getting 50 to 70 views a stream. I'm going to do one more lap, folks. Goth Influencer with a 99-cent super sticker. Thank you so much. I'm sorry, I just recognized that. Grotesque. Eli, how do I know how to looks match? In other words, a girl who is a 5 out of a 10 for you might be much higher in my eyes. Well, that's up to you to determine the attraction scale in your eyes. Yeah, a 5 or a 10 to me is probably going to be different to you. You have to determine what that is for you, but at the same time, pretty much the attraction scale is a standard scale for everyone, because women look at the attraction scale, in my opinion, in a standard way. A 10 is a 10, a 5 is a 5 for all women, right? So, I mean, you should more so look at it in the ways that everyone looks at it, but some people have their own interpretation. Listen, dude, men and women know how attractive they are physically, and they also know if a woman is more attractive than them. So here's the thing. When a woman is more attractive than you and you know it, it gives you this rush of adrenaline and oxytocin. It gives you this rush of oxytocin because like you're like, oh wow, like she just does it for me. But you feel that way because you know she's out of your league and you know more than likely you're not going to get her. I'm not saying to not try, but you got to understand that your chances are probably going to be less if she's that much more physically attractive than you. And even if she gives you the time of day, you got to make sure she has a good attitude and isn't just using her looks to try to take advantage of you financially, right, or monetarily, right? I understand. Good question, man. So let's talk about Robert Reese. And Robert Reese did a stream. He reacted. I didn't hear the whole thing. I heard most of it, Robert. This is just too much content. I have to skim through stuff and get to the point of where you're talking about me. And I just don't have time to watch hours and hours and hours of drama shit shows. I don't. So, Robert, you're saying that because I've never been married and have no kids, that I shouldn't be trying to life coach married people. Have you heard of Coach Corey Wayne, Robert? Coach Corey Wayne has almost 500,000 subscribers. He's been very successful, making millions a year. He's never been married and has no kids, and he coaches married people, and he coaches all people. And he's very good at it. You don't have to be married to be a good coach to help people. Now, to answer your question further, Robert, I've lived with some of my ex-girlfriends in the past for years. I've been living with Dawn now for almost a year and a half. And she has 2 dogs that I inherited. They're like kids. So, hang on. Somebody's coming. No, it's okay. Go ahead. So, like Dawn and I are married without the legality of the state. Dawn and I will get married at some point. We are going to get married at some point. We're just waiting for the right time for many reasons. We don't have to talk about that now. It's all good. But Dawn and I are practically, we're living together. We're like a married couple without the marriage license, Robert Reese. And she has a couple kids. And we have 2 dogs. Yes, I understand the dogs are not kids, but they require the same attention that kids do. Even when they get older, you got to take the dogs out to shit, to piss, right? You got to feed the dogs, give them fresh water daily, right? You got to walk the dogs, right? It's like having kids. And I do that. Right? So, if you want to come out here and try to discredit my qualifications of helping people, you're going to have to do much better than that. Because, let me tell you, Robert, I believe in marriage and all that, because I'm a God-loving man. But, let me tell you, the only difference getting married compared to what I have right now with Dawn is a piece of paper, making it legal. That's it. Because I love my woman. We live like a married couple. We act like a fucking married couple. Robert, for Christ's sake, haven't you watched our shows before, Robert? and it's not even an act. That's a figure of speech. We behave like a married couple. It's not even an act. It's the real deal, because what you see with Dawn and I is what you truly get. We're not staging anything. We're real. We're raw. Have you ever heard of Mark Gunjan? No, Patty. Can you is he on YouTube? If so, you have my email now. Can you email me that information, Patty? I'd like to check it out. If you get a moment, that'd be great. I'd appreciate it. Thank you, Patty, for continuing to be a channel member. Greatly appreciate that, by the way. Oh, Coach Corey Wayne, yes, he's good, but a lot of women don't like it. You know why a lot of women don't like Coach Corey Wayne? Because he's spot on. Because a lot of these women play games on thirsty beta males to make money off them. And Coach Corey Wayne teaches men how to spot that shit and stop these women dead in their tracks. So, of course, women are going to be mad when Coach Corey Wayne is helping guys take women's cash cow ways, the beta males. The beta males are the female cash cows. Come on, man. Of course, man. Mark Gungor talks about the male sex drive and how it falls slowly over the years. I have kids and I have dogs. Kids are nothing like dogs, nowhere close. I understand that. I do understand that, goth influencer. What I'm trying to say is this. Just because I don't have kids and I'm not married doesn't mean I can't help married people. The principles of marriage are similar to the principles of a regular relationship. Especially if you're living with your girlfriend and not married yet. The principles of marriage are very similar. It's a frickin' relationship with a piece of paper, right? That's what it is. And as far as what you were saying about Christina, if she wants to talk about her husband on the internet, that's on her. But I will say this, Robert, I will agree with you on one thing. If there's nothing going on, and you talk about your husband in a negative way or in a semi-negative way, or say something you don't like about your husband, then that's going to affect your relationship. But I don't think she would have said a word if she was fully happy in her marriage, Robert. I'll ask her that if she's open to talking about it. I don't know if she is. We'll see. But you and I both know as well, Robert, that people use YouTube as an outlet. People come out here when there's something not right about their personal life. They're lacking something in their marriage or their relationship, or they're lonely, or they're depressed, or whatever, right? There's a reason that inspires people to come out here and start to participate in live stream chats or start creating their own content. What inspired me to start my coaching channel, of course I had experience doing other things besides this, but it was one of my ex-girlfriends cheating on me in my early 40s. And yeah, I came out to YouTube not primarily, but partially looking for an outlet to talk about this. You need to have people to talk about these things to help you work through it. So when it comes to Roy, it's great to have people to talk to work through the rage. But the problem is guys like Roy, they'll shut down people like myself that are in a better place and can truly help someone work through their problems, right? So what does Roy do? He only associates with people that he can closely relate to that are going through the exact same thing he's going through. How are people that are red pill raging and have other serious mental and emotional issues going to help you work through yours, Roy? How? All you folks are doing is dwelling in each other's misery. AZ Prod and everyone else, if you think these people shut myself and other good people out, it's because they want to dwell in the misery of other like-minded people like them. They feel safer in that way. They feel like the problem, Roy, is you're getting a lot of donations now a lot from my haters and stuff. The problem is all of this is giving you a false sense of feeling wanted and feeling good. But guess what, Roy? When this all fizzles out within a week or two or even less, or a month, if it even lasts that long, how are you going to feel that these people fucking used you? Right? Right now, you're feeling like you're on top of the world, thinking that you're getting real support, Roy, and they honestly, these people don't care. I do care, Roy, but at this point right now, even though I still care about your well-being and everyone else's, no matter what, I'm not interested in talking with you at all anymore. I'm not interested. I resonate best with the black pill. Okay, the black pill's like a similar thing as the red pill. There's a little difference of the black pill and the red pill, but they're very similar. I think black pill men are still more open to dating and possibly getting married. Very, very demanding and bitter, and they want to have full control, typically, of any female that they're with, and I think that's just really not a good thing. What's stopping you, Eli? Make Dawn an honest woman, no time like the present. I'll say this. Dawn and I are focused on her health right now. That's one reason. Her ankle needs to heal and some other things. And, her daughter just had a baby, and there's been a lot of stuff going on. Now is not the right time. Probably sometime next year, by next summer, will be the right time. And I know you're kind of joking, maybe kind of not, but make Dawn an honest woman. Dawn is an honest woman. I don't need a marriage license or certificate to believe that my woman's being honest, and she doesn't need that to believe I'm being honest. Yes, we're going to do that because I want to spend the rest of my life with Dawn, and she wants to spend the rest of her life with me. And it's all good. And you want to know something? Maybe some people, and I hate to even say this, maybe some people are jealous that they're not in Dawn's place. Because, marrying myself would pretty much marry Dawn into the estate. And if I didn't feel Dawn was worthy of being a part of the Melas estate, I wouldn't marry her. I feel that Dawn is the only woman out of every woman I've dated that truly deserves to be a part of this estate. Does she have her moments of mine? Yes. But no matter what her and I go through, or no matter what we deal with, we always find a way to resolve things. And it makes us better and stronger. So yeah, Robert. I don't know, Robert. I don't know. I know you emailed me asking me to unban you. I'll probably end up doing that, Robert, but I don't know if I want to do content with you anytime soon or not. I don't know. I don't know because, honestly, like I just don't want to deal with drama. I don't. I'm talking about this because I responded to a show that Real Talk with Roy did in a positive way. I'm being quiet for a second. I think I see a Redwood City police car over there. I thought I heard gunshots. I'm going the other way. I'm not. If those were gunshots, I'm not going to go in the line of fire. Fuck that. I'm out. Peace out. I'm taking a different route. Oh my God. I'm over by the tennis courts right now. There's a lot of lighting over here. I used to play tennis here in my younger days with my brother and some of our friends. We have some really nice tennis courts here at Morton Park. It's okay. It's all right. No, it's okay. No worries. I have dogs too. No worries. Have a good one. Those little ones. Don and I have a little one, Buster. I gotta tell you though, Buster's like 13, 14 pounds, but he's all solid. Like our little, dachshund. Like that little dog is strong for a 13, 14 pound dog. Man, he's a really strong dog. He thinks he's way bigger than he is. I guess you have to call. I can't say that, man. See, you can't say certain things on YouTube. I guess you have to call on SNS. Yeah. That should be my new catchphrase, right? Let me see. I am going to watch Roy's live stream. I just got hit by a soccer ball on the back of my foot. It's all right. Is it a man's problem or a woman's? Gosh, Eli, I can't stand to hear Roy cuss every other word. It's the same dialect as MJ. Yeah, here's the thing. I was talking about this the other day, right? One of the many things that's very unattractive to women, in my opinion, are men that cuss like a sailor, right? Because men that swear every second or third word are internally hurting deep within. Correct me if I'm wrong. You guys and gals, tell me. Put a 1 in the chat if you feel this is correct. Men that cuss or swear every second word or third word, they're very insecure, and they're raging over something they went through, like a divorce that cost them a lot. They're just unhappy and miserable. I'm not saying that facts, Eli, very unattractive. Yeah, it is. Now, Cynthia, you let me know as a woman. Occasional profanity, even YouTube allows it. If you use a lot of profanity, YouTube will demonetize you. But occasional profanity, I've never been demonetized. I haven't had a yellow icon in like 2 years or 3 years. Outspoken says 1, right? Every now and then, if you use a cuss word to express yourself, I don't think any woman's going to have a problem with that. Women will use it too. But if every second word, F this and F that and F Eli and F his channel and F this, and like you said 5 F words in like 4 seconds. That's different. You're like, oh, absolutely. Yeah, you're right, Cynthia. That is different. That is different. See, I don't think I can cut through here. This is the problem. I think I'm gonna have to go around the other way. Let me see. I'm going to turn on the flashlight here. This is cool. This area that it's super dark, this is where the flashlight will come into play. Give me a second. Be right back. All right, we should be back live. We should be back live. I'm gonna try to cut through this way. I think I can get through this way. That's cool. I love this new feature they added a few months ago on the YouTube app, where the phone's flashlight allows me to see number one where I'm going while I'm live, and for the video to be pretty clear. Is that cool or what? Like, that's not bad for. This is the iPhone 12 Pro Max. I mean, it was new 3 years ago. It's still a damn good phone, but look at that. Like, it's pitch dark. These phones have great. They have a great flash bulb on them. It's an LED light. It's a very powerful LED light. LED is fantastic. No dogs on the athletic field. So, see, I went around. I went around. I wonder if I can even cut through here. So anyway, Robert, let me think about what the next step is. I mean, Robert, everyone's entitled to their opinions, and you're also entitled to try to discredit me from being life coach worthy because I've never been married and have no kids. I mean, people have been trying to discredit me for years just for breathing air. So, I mean, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. I think I can get out from here. Yeah, Griffin Field. I went all the way around. Cool. I'm right by the restroom, too. Yeah, Robert, let me think about it. Hi, all. 4:30 a.m. here. Just woke up. We'll have to catch replay. Yeah. Thank you. Let me see here. All right. I think we're... I thought I heard gunshots. I saw a Redwood City police car. I thought I heard gunshots, or I don't know. Maybe it was fireworks, and the Redwood City police was going over there telling people to not shoot off fireworks, or he'll have to arrest them. They're illegal. Fireworks are illegal in most areas, but yeah, they're illegal here in Redwood City. They've been illegal here for like over 2 decades now. But people still get them in the black market, and they still like them. And it's April. May, June, July, we're like, 3 months away? Lord have mercy, yeah. No, I mean, I heard boom, boom. I mean, you probably heard it. I'll have to go back and check on the replay. I thought I heard gunshots. See, I believe most police have AR-15s, assault rifles, right? And I believe they are semi-automatic. Boom, 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 boom. I heard that. I'm like, and then I see this Redwood City police car backing up over by the building over there on the other side. And I'm like, screw that. I'm going the other way. All right, so we got about another 10 more minutes. Roy, quite honestly, dude, if you want to bash me in the same ways that my trolls and haters have bashed me about my living situation and all that, I've said it many times. I'll say it again. Okay? Both Don and I share a big house with my mother that my father built in 1984 when things were a lot cheaper. It's a 3-story house. Don and I live on the bottom. The in-law unit, it's 2,000 square feet, and we pay the mortgage in the house because the mortgage in that house is right around $3,000. I'm sharing too much information, but I'm going to. If I were to live in a one-bedroom apartment, it would cost me around $3,000 to $3,500 for 700 square feet. Why would I not invest the money into my own family's properties and have a better place to live, and then be there to take care of my mom if she needs help? And we have our own space, our own entrance. I think a lot of people are just really jealous because I was fortunate to be raised by a family that worked hard and put us in a good position. Now, Roy, here's the thing. I believe you live in your mother's house, and that's not a problem. I've never had a problem with that. I've never trashed you for that, Roy, but now you're trash talking me, saying that I'm waiting for my mother to die to get the estate. You should be fucking ashamed of yourself, Roy. And here's the thing, Roy. I'm not upset. I'm not upset or triggered at that. I'm just saying you should be ashamed of yourself, dude. It shows where your mental and emotional state is at. Right? Do you folks agree that was a pretty low blow because the guy is hurting, and all I've tried to do is, respond to what he put out there in a positive yet real way. I shared my opinion. He got super triggered, and then starts bashing my living situation, starts bashing me and saying I'm waiting for my mother to die to get the estate. Are you jealous too, Roy, like the rest of them? Because that's what this all boils down to. And I don't care if you folks are jealous or not, and it doesn't matter. I'm just being honest and truthful about it. It's really, really sad that you have to stoop that low because what I said was the truth and it hurts your feelings, right? You had no other way to respond besides a low blow, Roy. I'm still not going to trash talk you, Roy. I'm still not going to say anything because I'm not that kind of person. And I just don't want to be that type of person. You got some triggered, jealous fans. Yep. Hi, Donna says. Or hi, Cynthia says, Donna. I think that dog is out. Oh, no, that dog is out again. I don't like that dog. That dog barks at me all the time. I'm trying to walk on the street so I avoid the dog. Because the fence is low over there. That dog could probably hop that fence if they wanted to. But I also don't want to get hit by a car. I did 3 laps. I took the last couple days off. I had to get a walk in, but I've been getting my walk in other ways. I've been doing a lot of work around the house, and Don and I have had some errands to run, so we're at 84 minutes, an hour and 24 minutes. That was a low blow, Roy, and you know it. And quite frankly, Roy, it doesn't bother me because I'm a very strong person. I've gotten triggered in the past over dumb things. And why should I get triggered over a man that's hurting internally, emotionally, and mentally and needs help? You need help, Roy. You need help. And you don't want help from me. You don't want my support when I can truly support you. You don't want that, right? You don't want that because it bothers you that I'm not a rich man. I still need to make more money. I want to make more money, but I'm not in a bad position either. And is it right to shame someone, Roy, because their family put them in a good position? Like my family put my brother and I in a good position to where we can take the money that we would have spent on renting an apartment, a small apartment, and live on our estate and pay the mortgages or other expenses instead. That's a smart thing to do, right? And Roy, I mean, you're in your mother's home. Aren't you going to get that house when your mother dies? Do you want me to stoop down to your level, Roy? Seriously, dude. Do Do you want me to stoop down to your level? I don't want to do that, Roy, because I still have love for you no matter what I have love for everyone. You know why I have love for everyone, Roy? Because I have love deep within myself. You tried to tell me this guy doesn't love himself. Roy, I say that all the time, Roy. Roy, you're like reverse projecting. I've never seen that happen. Like this is the funniest shit. I always talk about guys like Roy projecting their insecurities, which is exactly what Roy's doing. But then he tries to flip it on me like a reverse projection, saying that I'm the one that doesn't love myself and has no self-love. Oh my God, man. I've never seen this before, man. The reverse projection, right? He tries to he knows he's projecting, and he's trying to hide the fact that he's projecting by trying to come off and say that I'm the one that's projecting and not him, right? You guys put them one in the chat. You tell me if it's comical, man. The reverse projection, man. I mean, God, Roy. Roy, I'll give it to you, man. You've lived life, and you're one hell of a manipulator, dude. But I cannot be manipulated or bought, Roy. I can't. I can't. And I won't be. The reverse projection, man. It's like reverse manipulation, right? When someone tries to manipulate you, you play along and you play dumb and lead them to think that they're manipulating you, but instead you're reverse manipulating them. You're flipping it on them. I'm the master of reverse manipulation. I don't like it, but sometimes with dumb people, you gotta use reverse manipulation. Eli, can you rate vegan dolls for me? You said you went on this live stream. Okay, yes. I saw her, no disrespect. I mean, listen, to each its own. She's not an unattractive woman, but I think she's like a 5 or a 6 on the attraction scale. And that's probably because I can't see her full body. I don't know. She may look a little bit thick. I don't know how thick she is. She's not showing her body. Women that don't show their body, tells me they're hiding something, right? She's not wearing any makeup. She doesn't have her hair dolled up in that video. I mean, if she dolled herself up, maybe she'll be a 7. I don't know. She's thin? Okay. Well, I mean, the way she was dressed in that video, she was all covered up. I couldn't see her. And she wasn't wearing any makeup, and she didn't have her hair really done. If you have any videos of her all dolled up and showing her full body and all that, send them to me. I'll give you another assessment on the next show. All right, we're at 88 minutes an hour and 28 minutes. So I'm going to get going. I'm going to go get myself some food. Dawn has some leftovers she wants to eat from last night. I'm going to go get myself something to eat. Now these people are going to criticize me again. Oh, Eli can afford to eat out 5 times a week. I don't spend a lot of money on food every day, and I don't eat out every day. But if I wanted to eat out 4 or 5 times a week because it's within my budget, based on what I have to do, with the time I have, why the fuck do you care? It's just funny to me how these people analyze me. And oh yeah, that channel, the CUCK Eli channel, keeps going in and out of hiding, right? And it's just ironic. It's ironic, like how that channel plays along with a few other channels that are trying to keep the Coach Eli drama going, right? And whoever's running that channel, again, it doesn't matter. I don't care who's running it. I have ideas. There are a few people probably running it, but they're trying to intentionally antagonize me. Like, these people watch me. It's funny to me. Like, there's 1 or 2 people that watch me all day and all night. I can go live at 2 in the morning, 4 in the morning, or 4 in the afternoon, and I can go live without promoting a show. I can go live on the spot without promoting the show. Nobody knows about it until I go live, and then 5 minutes later, they're rebroadcasting. That's how obsessed these fucking people are. And for whatever reason, whether it's for content or not, it's just an obsession, right? It's all good. It doesn't matter. But yeah, Christina, reach out to me, or I'll reach out to you on your email that you sent me, either later tonight or tomorrow, probably tomorrow morning, and we'll go from there. Pre-recorded. The first show will be pre-recorded. I'm not going to entertain the drama shit disturbers while we're live. I want to have an actual interview with you uninterrupted, and I think doing it pre-recorded is the best way to do it. If that pans out, then we could do some live stuff later. With that being said, folks, have a good one. Take care, and as always, be good to each other. Have a great night.